Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. This is a game between NegusPrime and Aeromackerel on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Aeromackerel. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is NegusPrime. This is my first time casting on Abyssal Reef. I know people have wanted me to cast on this for a while. It took me a while to find a replay that I could cast on this map for whatever reason. And yeah, it looks like we're underwater here, doesn't it? Like there's bubbles floating up and little seaweed plants all over the place. And I guess, what the heck is that thing? Tires that have fallen down into the ocean? I don't know. Somebody said something about corpses floating up on this map. I don't know. We'll have to explore it together, though. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with it as already, but regardless, here we are. So this is Into the Void. If this is your first time here, this is my twice-weekly cast of Bronze and Silver League level games, sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. The best ones are chosen by my screeners, and I cast them, and everybody is happy and profits thereby. So let's check this out here. Aeromackerel says, have a mineral as a token of appreciation. Aeromackerel's trolling, man. He's trolling hard. Come on, take this mineral. It's a token of appreciation. He's a funny dude. I kind of like this guy. He's weird. He's weird, but it's working out. Has he got 3 workers? He has 3 workers on his extractor here. Got his pool coming up as well. Protoss player throwing down the gateway in the cybernetics core. He's got 1 gas. He's going to go 2nd gas here soon if he's following the Showtime and SOS and Petite Drogo and Puck example. Every other Protoss player on Earth opens with this. Although it does like to expand as well, so maybe not exactly the same thing, but everything else looks pretty familiar. Pretty darn familiar. Trying to block the hatch, but not really in a great position to do so, actually. Wait, hold on. I think you can still fit here, man. I'm pretty sure he could. No? Maybe not. Get out of the way a little bit. There you go. Out of the way a little bit, and come back and now do it. Come back. There we go. There's the hatch for Aeromackerel. So again, this is Bronze Silver League. I think I saw it was silver on the loading screen. So these players are not going to be super great. That's not why we watch this. We watch this to learn from their mistakes. We watch this to have fun and be entertained. And that's what we're all about. Aeromackerel stealing an extractor. Stealing a Vespene Geyser here from our Protoss player's natural. I don't know why he'd be doing that. But again, Into the Void is a mysterious place sometimes. Spinecrawler coming in for Aeromackerel. Worried about perhaps early Adeptras, early Zealot type stuff. I'd prefer you put it right here or here where it can actually protect things. As it stands, an Adept can walk right past it, a Zealot can walk right past it and start murdering your stuff. So we'll see if this even comes into play here in this particular matchup. Adept and Probe. Oh, he did let the Extractor finish. Adept and Probe trying to kill the Extractor. And it's not providing any level of, like, scouting at all for the Zerg player as 2 Lings come in and try to kill the Adept. Good luck, man. Good luck, Lings. 2-shotted by this Adept. He was dead. He was completely dead. Took some damage to the hull. But no, I need a better phrase for that. Hull damage, it makes sense for flying stuff, but like for Zealots and Adepts and Stalkers and things, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to refer to them as ships. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Spinecrawler moving, okay, so moving down here to the natural base, and a place much closer to the hatchery. So I like this play out of Aeromackerel. I really do. Throwing it down here, protecting the natural base. I don't see anybody really coming across the map for NegusPrime. So, don't know how aggressive he's planning on being. He is going ahead and getting a forge. Cybernetics core is researching Warpgate research, getting a double assimilator. All sorts of many things are going on here for the Protoss player. I like it. Spending his money pretty well too. About 400 mineral and 200 gas or so. Zerg player sitting about 200 mineral and 400 gas as well. So players kind of hanging out in the same area of unspent minerals. Robotics facility now on the way for NegusPrime, warp gating his gateways as soon as he can, and +1 attack coming on that forge immediately. Are these players smurfing? Is somebody smurfing here? They are actually doing a lot better than I expect out of silver. And again, I did see it was silver. I did see that it was silver on the loading screen, so maybe these are smurf accounts. We'll have to see. Another Spinecrawler coming up for Aeromackerel. He likes his spines. He's got 1 coming up in the main base as well. So 2 in the natural, 1 in the main. No cannons from Negus, though. He feels pretty confident without static defense. It is 30 to 29 harvesters. This is where things get weird for Zerg. The timings to expand can be confusing for lower-level players. In all reality, he should be expanding right now. Should be Aeromackerel. Probably, I want to say, oh, there's rocks there. You can knock it down with the Spinecrawler, though. So over here, here's going to be your thing. That's where it's going to be. That's where it's going to be. is just to the north of that main base, although possibly expanding way up here north for a third base. Perhaps a bit of a ninja expand there. Probe trying to come on in. I'm going to get absolutely stabbed in the face by the spine crawler if it tries. Or the queen. Queen could chase it away too. Probes, you're not allowed to scout. Go away. Go away. You're not allowed to do anything at this point in time. A warp prism coming in and an observer for NegusPrime. So no third base for Aeromackerel. He waited. He waited until I said that and then went for the third base. There it is. Again, not exactly the closest place to home, but perhaps the Protoss player won't know it's there. I mean, I have to imagine these kind of fake outs will work a little bit better in Into the Void, where your opponent either doesn't know to scout for it or just assumes you're bad, and that's why you don't have a third, and doesn't look for one that it could exist somewhere else. Look, there's fishies. Hey, fishies. Fishies flying around here. So Warp Prism moving in with 4 Adepts. That is a very classic Adept drop action here. They don't have Resonating Glaives, right? There's not a Twilight Council over here in Protoss land. There is definitely not that, even in the teeniest and tiniest of bits. Heading south is our Warp Prism. Come on, Warp Prism. You can do this. You can actually go into the Zerg base and start murdering things if you want. Spire. So 3 base spiring it is Aeromackerel. He's got all of his extractors fully saturated except for one. Except for one here at the natural. And Adepts walking on down. Happily walking on down here. And going after the spine crawler. I mean, you're doing some damage to it, but one Adept is already dead. Turns out spine crawler's pretty good. And there you go, moving out of the range of the spine to kill drones. Ugh, still getting stuck a little bit though, poked in the face a tiny bit. Although I'm sure it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm losing my ability to click and drag here. My middle mouse button seems to be going out. See there? How it's kind of like it hitch and go, hitch and go. Hitch and go. Spire. More spine crawlers coming in. Are there 3 more spines coming in? He is static defense king. Is Aeromackerel. 2 more. 3. Nope. 2 more in the main base. 1 more-ish. 1 more-ish in the natural. We got 1 over here in the third base as well, but it's not saturated at all. But there is a queen coming in, so that's a pretty good deal. And maybe moving out is NegusPrime. He's got Immortals. He's got Stalkers. He's got Adepts. These rocks can get knocked down to provide a wider avenue to get down from the main base. Or you can wall it off with a Zealot or something if you want as well. Actually, starting to drone up a little bit here at the third base is Aeromackerel. It is 48 to 40 Harvesters, though, in favor of the Protoss player. And expanding again is Aeromackerel. Not where you would think. Not close to home, but again, wow. Not close to home any way you look at it. Not directly to the left of the natural base, which is like a makes sense expansion location. But to the left of that, surprisingly, Zealots moving on in here, finding themselves some drones. Spine crawler. Spine crawlers popping. So many spine crawlers popping. There are 7 in production right now. Zealots are trying to walk into this natural base and kill something. They're not going to kill a single darn thing. Spine crawlers handle them like it was no big deal. More Zealots warping and Adepts warping in as well. We have 8 spine crawlers coming up. Aeromackerel is playing like cannon defense right here. I don't know if this is going to be the most effective way of doing things, but at this point, if I was NegusPrime and I saw that many spines, I would just switch to air. Absolutely. Just straight up start making carrier. Start going for Void Ray or something, because, I mean, there are a couple Spore Crawlers on the field, specifically 4, but there are 20 Spine Crawlers out. That is so many lost workers for Aeromackerel. Happily, his third base is mining. Protoss player has no idea that it's there. Tries to walk into the spines, decides it's better not to walk into the spines and walk away. Killing a Creep Tumor, though, that was nice. Good pick off there. Tumor tries to come up right where they're standing, and they kill it. Kill another one, too. Ooh, ending those Creep Tumor lines. That's a good move by the Zealots. Third base is here and up and running for Negus, taking a bit more traditional approach to expansion. This one is directly south of his natural base. What else is going on here with Protossville? He is finishing up Shields level 1. He's going to start on Weapons level 2, and he is getting Blink. Wow, Blink Stalker and Into the Void is going to be an interesting strategy. Interesting for sure. Yeah, so there's that Blink on the way. More Spine Crawlers. When in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is going to be more and more Spine Crawlers. Is that a fifth base? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth base for Aeromackerel. Still not taking the bases that are close to home, but instead moving out a little bit. His expansion patterns are absolutely nuts. All right, so here we go. Here comes NegusPrime. He's got Stalkers. He's got Immortals. He's got Zealots. He has a really big stinking army right now. It's 140 to 68 total supply, but I don't think Spine Crawlers count in that army supply count. So they are here. They will assist. But at the same time, I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Aeromackerel here. So here come the Stalkers. Here comes the Immortals. Trying to walk up through here, killing a couple Spine Crawlers immediately. Spore Crawler trying to kill at the same time. No, the Protoss army is stuck a little bit. Stuck a little bit here in this little narrow choke. There we go. Walking through now. Spine Crawler, this, says NegusPrime. Oh, yeah, look, the bodies do fly in the air. Oh, they float up instead of down. The natural base is under direct assault by this Protoss army. Kaboosh, kaboosh. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot here by Aeromackerel, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Is the problem. Yeah, I mean, this is why static defense is not how it's going to work. 6 kills on that Immortal. 9 kills on that Immortal. Spore Crawlers getting shot at the same time. Holy Spine Crawlers in the main. Aeromackerel might be able to survive just a little bit more yet. 11 Spine Crawlers in production here in this main base. I don't know if I'd go up there, Negus, man. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's losing Stalkers. He losing another Stalker. What, says NegusPrime. What is going on here? Immortal in the front, doing well, but nope, exploding at the same time. Adept dying. Everybody's not really getting in here to attack at the same time, you guys. There are a bunch of Stalkers in the back who are not attacking right now. Just A moving his way in here. Another Stalker body goes way on up to the skies. All the Spine Crawlers dead. They might all be moderately dead, but the Stalker count not very high. About 6 remaining and an Immortal. 2 Immortals now. That's what you need is Immortals to handle these stupid Spine Crawlers. NegusPrime knows what he's doing, as it turns out, and he's retreating. He's retreating. He's got more Stalkers coming in, though. Observer in the sky as well. Taking down the Evolution Chamber. It's just Spine Crawlers. It's Spine Crawlers all day for Aeromackerel. Spire gets taken right the heck out. Non-Broodlings trying to murder something. Can't do it. Can't quite do it. Sloverlords retreating. Abandoned ship. Abandon the main. There are more Spine Crawlers coming up here. About 5 on the back wall of this main base. They're starting to pop. Can they get any shots off? Oh, they blink on top with the Stalkers. I don't know about that move. I really, really don't know about that move, Stalkers. You are getting killed very quickly here, as there are several. Okay, now there are 4 Spine Crawlers. NegusPrime is so confused. How many spines do you have? Well, the answer is he's down to 2 in his main, now down to 1 in his main. And now no Spine Crawlers are left in the main base. This is almost like a Fun Day Monday. Almost like where the Zerg player put upon himself the requirement to only make spines and no attacking units at all. I made a couplings. Right, couplings early. Ooh, that would be a good Fun Day Monday, actually. Only static defense for Zerg. Ooh. That would not work. That would not work. Aeromackerel says he has made 5 million Spine Crawlers. So how do you like them apples? He still has money. He's got 3 mining bases. Which NegusPrime does not know exist. He has no idea about these 3 hatches. 1, 2, and 3. They are invisible to him. They are fully saturated. Every single one. Most of them have Spine Crawler defense setups. At least 1 or 2 Spine Crawlers defending them. Although this base on the bottom left does not, as it turns out. So Zealot's going around looking for additional bases. He thinks he's won. NegusPrime thinks he has won this thing, but it turns out that is not the case. That is not the case as much as he would wish it to be. So is he heading home? He's expanded again. That's good. So that's a 4th base for Negus. Trying to expand over on this left side is Aeromackerel. New hatchery under construction. Zealot finds it. Bit of a lucky move there. And Zealot, Zealot finds this base. This 4th base of Aeromackerel's along the bottom side. There's no defense whatsoever. Drones trying to kill this one Zealot, and they are going to get him? Possibly? Yeah, they do get him. They do get him. And we have little corpses flying upward. Goodbye. Goodbye, pieces of stuff. Oh, man, these poor drones. These drones are getting absolutely massacred. Their pieces are flying up into the ether. Aeromackerel not giving up. He's down to 2 bases. He has a gajillion Spine Crawlers coming in. He should... I mean, honestly, he should have more. NegusPrime commitment to still just going Stalker Immortal here is commendable. He has lost 22 Stalkers and 2 Immortals to this, and yet he is still continuing to fight at this point in time. He doesn't know about this here 5th base, though. Walking right past the 5th base, trying to maybe come up here to the 3rd, up along this right side, and good luck, man. A lot of Spine Crawlers in there. Oh, Spinecrawler reveals their location. Reveals the location. There's something here. Oh, Negus knows about it now. Knows about it now. Walking right on in. Again, the upgrades on these guys are really good. +2, +1, +1. Immortal hitting hard. 60 damage versus armored. Another Stalker corpse flies into the sky. Stalkers continuing to die here, but they are killing Spinecrawlers. There's another one a little bit faster than they're dying, which is all NegusPrime really needs. I need to check the tab about how many spines you've made. It's a good point. He's lost 41, and he currently has 25, so it's going to be a lot. Aeromackerel says he's having fun, and it's true. He is definitely having fun. This many spines, you cannot make this many spines without smiling. That's what I personally believe about this situation. All right, so it's 143 to 24 total supply. The Zerg player is basically dead at this point, but I want to see exactly how many Protoss units he can take with him at this point. Continuing to macro back home is NegusPrime. I am a fan of that as well. Definitely getting +2 the ground armors, more and more. Spinecrawlers coming up. Replacement spawning pool actually is what that is. Is that double spawning pool? Double spawning pool for Aeromackerel right next to each other in case one dies and the other one is not in danger. He's got a nice big line of overlords along this right side and a bit of a conga line, if you will. Stalkers are checking for additional bases. He's got some good map vision, good map control right now for Negus. There are no additional bases anywhere. He still doesn't know about this base. He can see the spines around it. So he has to assume there's a base in there somewhere, but he's not moving in there yet. Okay, he is. He was spurred on by my suggestion. He needs to go in here. So here we go. Drones retreating from this location. They need to expand somewhere else. But man, these again, there's blue dots everywhere on this map. I don't know where he can expand. I don't know. He's leaving some drones. Oh, actually, you know what? They're not going anywhere. They're just throwing down more Spinecrawlers. That's exactly what they're doing. 14 spines in production. The ones in the front are trying to slow down the advance of this army, while the ones in the back manage to pop on back up. Now, the reason this doesn't work, in case you're wondering, is because you can upgrade army units. You cannot upgrade your static defense. And so the longer the game goes on, as another body flies upward, the more effective these army units will be against the static defense. So pushing through here, there are basically 4 immortals at this point. I love this so much. Whoever came up with this map is an absolute genius. Oof. So Stalker, poke, explode, poke, explode. They're getting like 3 or 4 shots in each before they die. That's pretty good, I suppose. Broodlings assisting with that DPS, and an Immortal does end up falling there, thanks in part to their contributions. Nope. More Stalkers coming in from another side, but again, the Immortal's not in a position to hit, which is a big problem for that section. It looks like we've pretty much got... No, he expanded. He expanded again. Aeromackerel expanded along this left side. NegusPrime did not have the full map vision that he thought he had, unfortunately. Immortals are taking a lot of stuff with them, but they're also dying eventually. They are not immortal. They are just dead close. 25 kills on this Immortal along this right side here. This Immortal's going to die. Had several kills of his own. However, Stalker's checking. There it is. Stalker found it. Stalker found Aeromackerel's final base. Drones trying to fight the power. Trying to fight against this thing, but no, not going to happen. There are too many Stalkers, too many Zealots here. And this hatch is going to fall, and that's it. A good game out of Aeromackerel with the smiley face. It was a bit of a thought experiment for him, and he is out. Aeromackerel is gone. He is done. He is done with this game. Holy sure-mollyville. That was fun. That was a fun one. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed casting on this map with the weird upwards gravity and the fish everywhere, and I guess you're supposed to be underwater is the idea. Anyway, I enjoyed the mass Spinecrawler play here by Aeromackerel, and NegusPrime just a little bit too good. A little bit too good to allow that to happen. Again, his macro was fantastic. Okay, he had a lot of resources left over. But what did he produce in this game? He produced, let's see, he had 14 Stalkers and 6 Immortals left over. He lost 54 and 7. So he made a bunch of stuff. 73 lost Spinecrawlers. And 7 remaining. So exactly 80 Spinecrawlers created by Aeromackerel in this game. Just insanity. Lost a Roach Warren. Lost 21,000 minerals and 300 gas, which makes sense if you're only making Spinecrawlers and buildings and drones and queens. Protoss player lost about 13,000, 14,000 resources with 3,700 gas. with them combined. Whew. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.